is it Mounir? I'm going to probably butcher that, but
Yeah.
they have teamed the most together out of the two. So we've had those two players play since 2021 of October, on and off. So, I mean, they definitely have a little bit of experience together, and it's going to be very interesting to see how these players really do going forward.
Yeah, I mean, from the very beginning, this has to be one of the most aggressive starts we've seen. Just non-stop. Everyone's in the scramble, and almost the first stock almost going away 30 seconds into the game.
That's definitely huge coming in from the red team as well. I mean, we're seeing a lot of those range weapons really showing their worth in the 2v2 space of Winters as well. So we're seeing a lot of Axe, we're seeing a lot of Lance just because of where they're at right now. Oh, I don't know. It's also EU, so that's also a thing. Most EU players we've seen have been playing Axe or Lance. Oh! Oh my gosh, the red team getting that phenomenal knockout on Pierre-Cha. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I mean, 2 stocks down, and red team still has all 6. This is looking like a massacre here for this first game.
It is, man. Holy cow. And I mean, there we go. Blue team, Tinix was able to go and get the double knockout there on the red team. But I mean, just the control by the red team right now has just been insane.
Yeah, I mean, Pierre is not looking great right now. You're already in the orange, 1 stock remaining. And I mean, they're trying to scrap as well. They're trying to get some sort of a comeback going, but you gotta be careful, my guy. Like, look, if you get knocked out right here, that's just it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. And right now, I mean, this is definitely a very big situation where the blue team, especially Pierre, oh, but no, they get knocked out of that final stock. Tinix is now having to deal with a 1v2. Red team was just doing very, very well punishing Pierre on that Ulgrim, and it took the range advantage, man. Holy crap.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh!
This is just delaying the inevitable at this point. I mean, you gotta work through 4 stocks. Sure, they're both deep in the red on red side, but like 2v1 of a lifetime if you want to pull this off.
100%, but we're now seeing like weapon throws coming in and out. Tinix is trying to go into the guitar side air knockout options too. This is the signature. 2-piece combos are trying to come out. Tinix doing very, very well, trying to get these knockout options, but not enough that they need to. Neutral light, he didn't go for anything afterwards. Oh, the team combo knockout. And Tinix is out of here. Red team was so comfortable going into that game. I mean, 700 damage by Mounir there. Holy crap.
And I mean, that's the thing with guitars is it's like closing out stocks against 2 people is really difficult because the lights aren't really gonna KO until they're at like, you know, basically black-red HP. And so it's really, really tough uphill battle to climb. But we're gonna see if we can actually get, you know, a dedicated 2v2 until the end of the game here as we hop into our second game.
Yeah, for sure. And right now, I mean, you're definitely going to be seeing the blue team really being like, okay, we can't let them have this advantage in the beginning. You're seeing Pierre trying to get a weapon. Tinix doing very well those guitars in the beginning, but just getting countered by Axe. I mean, just because of how rangy the Axe is in general, this counters a lot of what guitars has to offer. And we're seeing Pierre just starting to hold that platform a lot more. And I mean, look, blue team has a decent lead as of right now. So we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, much better job than in the first game. Pierre not losing 2 stocks at the beginning. Kind of helps a little bit actually getting the first strike of the game here. Yeah. Tinix off the side, trying to double up. This is the read, but recovery's gonna knock red team in the air, but they went a little bit too far. And suddenly red team has the potential to get a reversal, but somehow both blue team members make it back on stage.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of exchanging back and forth. Blue team's definitely doing a lot better than what they did last round here. And Pierre is definitely doing a lot better of controlling their stock usage and stuff like that going into this round here. So props to them. And that's realistically why the blue team's able to do what they're doing. Because, I mean, Pierre was getting knocked out of their final stock, and Tinix had to deal with the 1v4. So.
Okay. Red team, you know, despite early advantages, still managing to keep this game competitive. Again, like we are seeing when blue team has both members available, like there's a lot more that they can do, but still not a cakewalk by any means. We're gonna have to see if blue team can even close out these stocks. That's the big question. You have that lance available to you. You have a more consistent method of KOing them with the Katars.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think Tinix is definitely taking advantage of it whenever they can, but then you see a Lance Sider or an Axe Sider come in and go crazy. So we're seeing realistically Pierre really doing the damage knockout options while Tinix is coming in and doing the build up with guitars.
Yeah, and Pierre does lose their stock. The whole sentence just got evaporated along with his stock right there. So still small lead here for the blue side, but that evaporates as well. Suddenly one stock on every single member here.
Yeah, it's even right now. And here's the thing, we're seeing a repeat of the first round. I mean, they're really focusing on Pierre there. So that's something that the blue team has to keep in mind. Tinix has to be careful about that. They don't want to get into a 2v1 situation again. Oh, it looks like it's going to be like that. Red team knocking out Pierre there. And it looks like red team having that platform control. They can go ahead and get the knockout options, and they do with that hologram neutral signature. And red team takes game number 2.
I mean, that's the thing as well, is like you have the axe, you have a bit more to work with in terms of getting the KOs, but when you're off stage, recovery is a lot more telegraphed, a lot easier to edge guard, and so it's just, bad situation, bad spot to be in. Again, the 2v1 for Tinix, having to, fight off against two very, very skilled players. I want to see blue team get a considerable lead, because they had that at the beginning, but then it just kind of all collapsed, and Pierre, who had such a strong start, just kind of melted towards the end of the game.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, blue team did so well in the beginning of the game of round 2, though. I mean, really, really did. And then I don't know what changed between the blue team, but what changed now is these team combos by this blue team involving unarmed and axe. And now both red team members are in their respective red team color in stocks. And Djessir getting knocked out of that first stock. MounirKO getting launched out as well by that weapon throw by Tinix. It's within 30 seconds. I mean, both red team members are down to their second stock.
Yeah, I mean, double axe just seems like such a scary combo to fight against as well, because both these blue team members, their other weapon is capable of building up damage very quickly. So it's like they're very well rounded. They're not relying on one particular member to close out stocks or build the damage up.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, red team's kind of baiting the blue team to be aggressive. I mean, they're like, hey, we're not going to attack you. You're going to attack us. Yeah. This is how it's going to be. But then as soon as they get a little bit more aggressive, the blue team does, red team's just getting thrown around like it's nothing. We see MounirKO getting knocked out of that second stock. Djessir now having to deal with a 2v1 until MounirKO comes back. But Tinix might be able to get this guitar knockout option on Djessir, but no, it looks like Pierre is getting knocked out of their first stock. Tinix getting launched off the ledge, and Djessir comes in with the ground to get the neutral light.
Yeah, and I mean, Pierre does find the axe, so you've got to be careful if you're Djessir on the other side. But Pierre, we've seen how early they can be KO'd as well, so it's looking pretty grim right now. Lance picked up, not ideal, but still something you can work with. And on the other side as well, Tinix closing out the stock, getting a 2-stock lead here for blue side. You gotta kill MounirKO if you want to close this out reliably, but even so, still blue team's in a very good position. Yeah,
but I mean, it's a decent lead, but we've seen these leads get removed by their opponents here, man, and this is something that blue team lost to last round. I mean, they got knocked out so quick on their second and third stocks that, I mean, they had a difficult time coming back, but also Tinix out of that second stock.
Not another 2v1. Not another 2v1. Pierre! Pierre! All right, jumps back to stage, makes it to the platform as well. So crucial here.
Yeah, Tinix is having a rough time following up their teammate. Pierre-Cha knocking out Djessir, and now it's a 2v1 in favor of the blue team. This is the first time we've seen the blue team have a 2v1 in favor of them, and they get the knockout. Tinix, Pierre-Cha are able to go ahead and take a game number 3 to their name. Very, very nice job in changing things around.
Also, I think with pronunciation, we'll just both do one pronunciation, and then one of us will be right, and one of us will be wrong.
We'll
I
go
think
with
that's a
that.
solid strat. I'll say Pierre, you say Pierre.
I'll say Pierre. We'll go with that.
And I'll say Djessir. I'm sure they'll love that one.
Djessir.
Game number 4.
Yeah.
Starting up.
Yeah, right now, I mean, Tinix is just getting kind of smacked around by Axe a little bit. We're seeing a lot of back and forth here, and that's what you kind of expect going into the beginning of these rounds here. Who's really going to be taking that control over the opponent? A lot of back and forth. Tinix trying to go with his guitars off ledge against Mounir there.
Yeah, I mean, scramble at the start. Pretty. Oh, a Pierre again. First stock gone. Red team, though, has to be careful. You see how red both of those health bars are. You got the Lance and guitars, and that Lance for like not going to meet up, but the Axe will absolutely close it out. So you got to be careful if you're Mourner off stage. And yeah, Tinix, I'm just going to jump off, close that out myself.
Yeah, Axe goes Burr, especially in this final, or in this round 4 matchup here between both of these teams. I don't know. I mean, we're seeing blue team really having that platform control. I mean, you're seeing Djessir and you're seeing Mounir trying to be able to punish that. Oh, and they're able to. Tinix goes down to that second stock of theirs, but Pierre has to be careful. Really, really careful. They're in the red of that second stock. They're lower than both red team members as well. So if red team takes advantage of that too well, we might have a 2v1 situation for the red team.
Yeah, Mourner's been playing really good this game.
Oh, yeah. Oh! Yeah, Djessir going crazy, knocking out Pierre's second stock. Tinix trying to do something, trying to make amends here, is having a rough time doing so. Now Tinix in the orange. Pierre is also in the orange of that final stock. Both red team members have been stuck on that barbecue sauce red, that spicy barbecue sauce red. And we're seeing it really show, but we're now seeing Mounir and Djessir getting launched into the air. Oh, there might be a knockout option by Tinix, but misses it. Mounir knocking out Pierre, and it is a 2v1 situation. The 2v1 situation Tinix did not want to have again. And this is going to be close.
Story of the set. I mean, they're probably going to get the Axe next. That's their one ray of hope. But can you even get the weapon in the first place, or are we just going to have an insane team combo? Does pick it up, you know, takes realistically half of their health in the process, and now you see them so dangerously close to losing the entire set. Can you even touch the ground? You can, but what good will it do you? Good enough to get one stock, picks up the guitar, tries to get a weapon throw confirmed, but not gonna work out. Mourner, very close, very close. Yeah.
That's what you call bait and a half, man. Mounir going absolutely crazy, saying, you know what, I'm gonna go off the ledge. I'm gonna bait you off the ledge and make sure my teammate Djessir can go ahead and come in there with the signature knockout. Very nice job coming in from Djessir and Mounir there, going crazy, getting that 3-in-1 over Tinix and Pierre. And now we can kind of not pronounce their names wrong. So that's the thing there. But I mean, really good overall between both these teams, going absolutely crazy in this matchup and really showing who's boss there. And I mean, Mounir and Djessir is just going crazy with their weapons. Really were.
So, I believe that was the last set of our block.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, that was a lot of really good matches to have on stream. But chat, that is not the end of the Pro Brawlhalla European side. We have